Let's tune in live into our hot podcast, Imbawula Azishe Imbawula.
So sizothi enkosi kakhulu to everyone who is listening, and we can't wait for ukuva about who did you vote for. We can't wait for ukuva about what made you change and vote this year, and how did it feel to be choosing a party for you.
So, I have just one question for you today. Why is it important for you as a queer person to wake up on the 29th of May and go to the voting polls and make your mark?
You know, I think that not only in terms of our democracy, but also in our society, I think it's really important that people know that queer voices matter individually and as a collective, and that I remind myself that my voice matters. I think for so long we've been excluded and marginalized from conversations.
So, Klonyaka, what are you looking forward to as a voter? Like, Lotino change of Funulborna, and when it comes to political parties as well?
I think the best option is sibone like izinto basipromise ngazo zenzeke.
So, firstly, what do you think about voting?
I don't want to say it's a waste of time.
So, are you willing to be part of the voting people this year?
I haven't registered, but I would be willing.
So if I was to give you now a thingy to register, would you register?
I would register.
Okay, nice. So now tell me, what do you have in mind when it comes to being queer and the voting and how the political parties are?
Okay, in the book we got, I read through all the parties. The section of the LGBTQI plus is just one sentence, which is not fair, first of all. We need something that's valid, that's there, that also talks about violation, everyday violation. Because you get, for example, you get people who are getting killed or getting raped because of their stating when they are queer and all that. So I was thinking if a department could just tackle on maybe at schools, starting from a very young age at schools, there must be a subject whereby people learn about the LGBTQI community. At least like basics. Because now I get tired of being asked, so mnandi kuba lesbian. It's not like I woke up one day and decided, you know what, okay, today let me be lesbian. No, I was born this way. But then you get people who send me to church, me getting prayed, me getting baptized, but I'm still the same person, I haven't changed.
So are you going to be voting in the 2024 elections?
Of course, definitely.
I love that for you. Are you ready for elections? Do you know who you're going to be voting for?
I'm still weighing my options, still dilly-dallying, reading the manifestos, trying to figure out who works for me.
And what are the key issues you'll be looking at in terms of what works for you?
The key issues are mainly the unemployment, what it means for my freedom as a queer person, because we cannot be going with someone that will be against me in a sense.
Hi, my name is Titus and my pronouns are she or her. The first question, what does democracy means to me? It means liberation. It means you have a voice. The power is in your hands. It means that you can change the outcome of how, you perceive and look at the world in terms of self liberation, freedom, and just having, the voice to be who you are in the world. And what does democracy mean to me? As a queer person, definitely it means uh, being able to freely express who you are without limitations or succumbing to the society's expectations of what a woman should be or how humans should conduct themselves.
For me, democracy is the ability to be. For me, democracy is the ability to express yourself without any forms of limitations. For me, democracy is assurance of security and safety. Is democracy queer? Oh yes, democracy is queer. Because of just like queer, democracy is loving, democracy is growth, democracy is evolving, democracy is accepting.
So, as me, I would define democracy for me. What would democracy mean for me? As for me to be expressive of myself and expressive of the things that I like freely without feeling like I'm doing too much for people, or me being expressive of myself would lead to my death, would lead to me having a scar forever, leading me to trauma.
Firstly, the hashtag Who Speak For Us campaign is a grassroots movement dedicated to advocating for equitable representation and justice in our communities. In the lead up to South Africa's national and provincial elections, the question we keep asking others is, who are we voting for? A natural response will be that I will vote for the party that speaks for me and honors my intersecting identities. Sex worker, queer, black, poor, unemployed, living with a disability, living with HIV, unhoused, migrant, and educationally excluded. Hashtag Who Speaks For Us is a call to action and a movement dedicated to ensuring that every voice in our diverse community is heard, valued, and represented before and after elections. Hashtag Who Speaks For Us is not just a question. It is a challenge to a status quo. It is a reminder that the leadership should reflect the diversity of people it serves. Most importantly, it is a commitment to support advocacy and the full decriminalization of sex work, to stop the war on marginalized bodies, talent discrimination, and so much more. It is a reminder to the government that none of us are free until all of us are free. Thank you.
Viva Cabana Simba! Viva! Viva Cabana Simba! Viva!
Hi, my name is Ntshekula and I am from Imbawula Queer Podcast. And you are?
I'm Gavin.
Hi, Gavin.
Hi.
Gabriel.
Hi, oh, GG's. All right. Okay, the OGs. So, welcome to our podcast, and I would like to know what are you expecting, like from the whole thing of even putting your ex, like from the party that you're putting your ex on.
Can't complain if you don't stand and make a change, eh? Yeah. Gotta vote for change, eh?
What I'm looking forward to is seeing where the younger generation are voting. It's beautiful to see.
Yeah, I was literally going to ask, how do you feel?
Being in OBS, which is a student hotspot, it's incredible. The change is coming.
Democracy is coming. On the 29th of May, I will be voting. When choosing a party to vote for, I'll be considerate of the LGBTQIA+ rights. I will also be considering the rights of women in South Africa. I'll be considering their access to education and the employment rates of South Africa. That's what I'll be considering when voting. A perfect voting day will remind me of the time when I was a child. I used to love accompanying my mom to the voting stations. While waiting those long queues, you could see unity amongst the people of South Africa, and I would also love to see hope in the eyes of South African, hope for change and growth. My perfect election day would also include finding a soulmate on the queue or while voting or something.
So I'm gonna record, and then if you're not feeling comfortable to be recorded, you can just say so. Then we cannot show your face or anything.
You don't feel comfortable.
Next.
Can I pen down when or you're not in the conversation?
I'll listen. If I do feel like saying something, then please do.
Okay, I'll pen down.
Okay.
I'm not voting, so I don't have.
It's okay. Even if you're not voting, you can contribute.
You can actually contribute in saying that I'm so not interested.
No, not by choice.
Oh, okay. Cool. Benny, my name is Ntshekula. I am from Imbawula Podcast. And can I please get your names?
Mercy.
Mercy.
Yes.
Hi, Mercy.
Hello.
Ntsika. Hi, Ntsika. So how are you feeling today and with the voting things, Yongeland?
I mean, the line is long, extremely long, but I'm extremely excited. It's our first national election to vote in. Very much, yes.
Do we say congratulations?
You say congratulations. It took a lot to get here, yeah.
How long have you been here?
Almost 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours. I feel like people are like saying almost 2 hours and in a different line. It's so unfair.
Yeah.
It's so unfair, but I can see it's moving. It's moving.
Slowly but surely.
So I have a question when it comes to a party that you're going to vote for. Do you feel like you are included, your rights and your voice is included in whatever they're doing?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
Any party that seeks to undo colonialism and imperialism also would be undoing ideas of patriarchy that keep queer people down. So I would say that in one shape or form or another, I definitely feel like I would be impacted positively as a queer body.
So do you have anything you want to say?
All I want to say is that I think the person or the party rather that I'm voting for definitely represents who I am and my ideas, and it's a matter of giving people an opportunity to see what they can do, because what we're all basically trying to do here is be out with the old and in with the new. So whatever that new is, we just want to see what they would be able to do in the next coming years.
Okay, so is your vote a secret?
Yes. It's not a secret. I'm voting EFF.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yours is a secret. Keep it for yourself, baby. Also, I have another question. Like, as you were saying, out with the old and in with the new. So what do you think Parliament needs?
I think it needs a robust leadership. It needs people with voices who are able to reflect what this new society is. So in the sense that since the EFF has come into Parliament, they've been able to bring about new things onto the table of politics in South Africa, such that it has young people talking about land expropriations without compensation, such that it has us talking about nationalizations without banks and mines and all strategic sectors.
And also, when it comes to voting this year, I'll be voting because I feel like my vote is very important, and especially as a member or part of the LGBTQ+I community. Now we want change, we want things to at least be in our favor. So the party that I'll be voting for is working towards that. It's taking action. It's involving us in their political things, and we are part of the party, if I would put it like that. And there's much more that they say they will help us with and they will support us in. So I'm hoping for that. And just to see us unite as people and as the community is very important. It's a priority. So with everything that is happening, may we all vote wisely and choose wisely. Thank you.
Like when it comes to asking about, like you see youth in voting, what expectations do you have, Clear Party, that you're going to vote for?
More job opportunities, funding for abantwana abafundayo ezikolweni, improved infrastructure, nje yonke nje into sifuna i-change, sidikiwe amamenemene.
Siyayifuna i-change. So usually bawuyaqaphela, like when it comes to youth yethu ephaphambili esiphetheyo ngoku, how do you feel about the youth ephaphambili esiphetheyo ngoku that is in parliament ehleli ezitulweni ezishushu?
It's promising. The future is promising because Omalema, EFF is doing a great job. I'm just rooting for you now.
Okay. When my vote is very proud. Yes, sweetie. Anyone else on a feeling about what's going on in Parliament and the youth that we have? Or no, about funutini ngayo? Like abamama bathi bamele thina bebegugile.
Incompetent. That's the word.
Jump in.
Okay.
I am voting this year, but I'm really not sure which political party I would be voting for, but I've been trying to do some research on that. In terms of what I would like political parties to prioritize on, I think it would be, as a queer person, I would like political parties to prioritize on the inclusivities in policy making. Most of the time policies are very binary and there's no they're not intersectional, they are not speaking to other genders. It's mostly just a male or a female or just, so I think it's very important that it includes non-binary people and just all the spectrum and not just look at things and like just black and white. I think there's a lot to it. And also I would like for them to put a focus in ending homophobia that often leads to like corrective rape, and I think it's very important that they discuss these
South Africa.
crisis these teachers must want. So ithi kuthiwa ingavoti ngenxa yamazinga ngantsoke kuthiwa mayingavoti jikiswa abantu abayi-5 so ndikuloo nto ndinofavota so
kunzima kumatasa. So do you think that AC is gonna win the elections?
asina-choice ayonto esiyicingayo into ezakwenzeka
Unantsoke, I love that for you.
into ezakwenzeka isukile silinde nje kubethe nje ixesha loba sikwazi ucelebrate.
Okay, thank you. Ndicinga uba ANC iyaba-include abantu abakwi-LGBTQI plus community.
Ngoku ne ayizusenzela nto into yobana into esesenzekile into ebalulekileyo ngoku into yobana ngokuphambili siyazazi ii-errors ezenzekileyo ne that's why sithi masingajongi into eyenzekalayo sijonge
Nice to know you, Malbongwe. Is it your first time voting?
Yeah, actually, it's my first time.
How do you feel?
I don't feel anything, to be honest, because it's still my first time, and maybe the next time I'm going to change.
Okay, nice. Why do you think you vote?
Balekile voter because sonke abantu abaphilayo siyadinga ubona utshintsho, especially like xesha le-ANC okuphethe i-ANC asikaboni needs. So I feel like uba mna ndivote izokwenza utshintsho and like izokwenza into yobana iyehle i-ANC because like i-ANC ayisenzeli needs.
My message to the queer youth is never hold yourself back to who you are and what you are not. Embrace it, challenge it, face it, and accept it. Because only you by accepting and loving yourself will others start doing that. And if you're going to allow other people to pressure you and put you down because of who you are, there's no fight. You are worthy. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, how I am poor woman, I'm trans woman. I am for it and I always will be.
You're every woman.
I'm all woman, baby.